Joker Folie Deux debuted with a very low score, and currently it is at a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was able to watch it, so here's my review on it. Everyone in this movie does a really good job. You can tell they're putting all of their heart into these characters. Especially Joaquin Phoenix, who plays Joker. He puts his all into it. Of course, we saw this in the first Joker movie, but he's just still doing his best in this one as well. With the new character, Lady Gaga is actually a really good Harley Quinn. I found her fitting the role and matching the psychoness that Joaquin Phoenix brought to Joker, and Lady Gaga was able to bring her version of it into this version of Harley Quinn. This version of Harley Quinn works with this version of the Joker. Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn fits with that world of the DC. And of course, this movie is a musical. Now, I do like musicals. Except that one. But I am a fan of musicals in movies. I'm fine with them. Has some good songs in here. I feel like they found a way to incorporate it to make it work. It works for the most part. I do have some problems on it, but for the most part, it works, and I can see the vision they had. Now, this movie is a romance, musical, law case kind of story, and I feel like it all works. The musical aspects capture their psychoness in their mind. Romance, obviously, between Joker and Harley Quinn, and then the court cases is for all his crimes that he did in the first movie. It's just the themes and story of the first Joker movie, the origin story of Joker. That's obviously the superior movie. I'm not saying that this movie is better than that, but I did like the direction they went with the second movie. Basically like a extended epilogue off of the first Joker movie, and you just get this 2-hour extra epilogue. I also thought this movie did a really good job at following up the aftermath that the first movie had. We saw all the chaos that enrolled with the first movie, and this one we get to see all the aftermath that followed after that, and I liked everything they did with that, especially in the court case. We got to see a few stuff pop up here and there, and I just enjoyed seeing the aftermath of the events that happened and what followed that. The story worked, everything worked about this movie, but I have a few problems. Said on paper, I could see the vision of the musical aspect, but there's still some problems I have with it. Like, some songs worked. About 25% to 50% of the songs worked in here, but the other 50%, not really. There's some songs in here that they're like, oh, we need a musical number. It's the time we need a musical number. And they just throw in some random musical number they found. There's sometimes these characters are just singing about the most random thing. Most of them work, but some don't. In the ending, I'm fine with the ending. I'm not a fan of it, but I also don't like it. So I'm fine with the ending. Most people won't like the ending, though. And some people don't like this ending so much that they don't like the first movie anymore, which I don't understand that. If someone could tell me how this ending ruins the first movie, feel free to let me know, but I don't really understand how that's possible. My main problem here is that the ending makes this movie feel like it was just 2 hours of nothing, really. I can't really say much, but the ending makes this movie feel like you just watched 2 hours, and most of it just felt like filler. That's what the ending made this movie feel like. This movie is good. The ending made it feel like that. So I can see how people don't like this ending. I'm fine with it. I can feel the runtime in this movie. Compared to the first one, I can definitely feel this runtime. I didn't feel the runtime in the first one, but this one I did feel it start to drag here and there. And just the movie's not as impactful as the first movie was. The first movie had this mind inside a psycho, was showing his origin story and his step up like that. This movie doesn't have that. It has the aftermath of everything from the first movie, so it does not have the same impact that that first movie had. So is Joker Folie Deux as bad as the reviews are saying? No. No, it's not. But it's not as good as that first movie. You're missing a bunch of the tone that they have, the setup of Joker, a bunch of stuff missing to make it as good as that first movie. but surprisingly, most of the musical numbers do work. Some don't, but most do. You have a great love story between Harley Quinn and Joker. All these actors are doing their best job. The story works. And this movie's still good, but not on the level of the first one. But if you did like that first movie, I recommend watching this one. A lot of people aren't liking it though, so go in with a grain of salt. Hey, if you like this video, maybe be interested in these videos on the side right here. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.